Not every load on the board is worth booking. Some of them will waste your carrier's time, cost them money, or put their operating authority at risk. Knowing how to spot a bad load before it becomes your carrier's problem is one of the most valuable things you can do as a dispatcher. Let's talk about the red flags. The first red flag is a broker with a poor credit score or slow payment history. We covered this in the load post lesson, but it bears repeating. Check the broker on DAT before you call. A broker with a track record of 45 plus days to pay or a history of disputes is a risk to your carrier's cash flow. One bad broker can delay payment long enough to cause real problems, especially for a small owner-operator who doesn't have deep reserves. The second red flag is a rate that doesn't cover costs. We talked about negotiation in the last lesson, but sometimes a broker genuinely cannot move on rate. If their best offer is below your carrier's cost per mile plus your fee, the load costs money to haul. Don't book it. Walk away. A booked load that loses money is worse than an empty truck. At least the empty truck isn't burning fuel on a bad deal. The third red flag is a vague or missing delivery appointment. If a load post says deliver at receiver's convenience or gives a delivery window of multiple days with no appointment number, that's a signal. Open delivery windows often lead to extended wait times at the consignee, unpaid detention, and a driver sitting for hours, eating into their hours of service. Push the broker for a firm appointment before booking. The fourth red flag is a TONU setup. TONU stands for Truck Order Not Used. This is what happens when a carrier is dispatched to a pickup and the load isn't there, or the shipper cancels after the carrier is already in transit. A professional broker will pay a TONU fee, typically $150 to $300, to compensate the carrier for the wasted trip. But some brokers resist paying it, and some load setups almost guarantee it. A shipper who changed their mind before, a last-minute posting on a Friday afternoon, vague shipper instructions. When something feels off about a load's origin setup, ask the broker directly, what's your TONU policy if the load isn't available? Their answer tells you a lot. The fifth red flag is unrealistic transit time. If the pickup is at noon today and the delivery is required at 6 a.m. tomorrow and the load is 600 miles away, that math doesn't work within legal hours of service. Any load that requires a driver to run illegally to meet the delivery window is a load you don't book, period. A late delivery is a complaint. An hours of service violation is a federal fine and a mark on your carrier's safety record that they'll carry for years. The sixth red flag is a commodity that requires special authority or endorsements your carrier doesn't have. Hazmat, oversize, livestock, explosives. These categories have specific legal requirements. If you book a load that your carrier legally can't haul, you've created a compliance problem, a potential cargo liability, and possibly a fraudulent booking. Know your carrier's endorsements. The seventh and final red flag, a new broker you've never worked with and can't verify. New brokers get started legitimately all the time, so being new isn't automatically disqualifying. But if a broker has no DAT credit history, no verifiable MC number, and is offering unusually high rates with urgency, be careful. Freight fraud is real. Verify every broker's identity through the FMCSA before you let your carrier under a load. Bad loads aren't always obvious, but with practice, pattern recognition kicks in. The faster you develop it, the fewer problems land on your carrier's doorstep. That wraps up Module 2. You know the platforms, the search strategy, how to read a post, how to negotiate, and how to protect your carrier from bad freight. In Module 3, we're going to put words in your mouth, literally. Broker communication scripts coming up. Module 3, Broker communication scripts.